Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I wanted to show you a cool little trick that some people have figured out, but it's starting to kind of leak out slowly. I just want everyone to make sure you understand how to get water anywhere on the map, and it's kind of like an unlimited water distance trick, if you want to think about it that way. You can see, I'm just going to kind of fly up here. You can see I've got a chain of water tanks right there. Now, no matter how far away, they will continue to irrigate each other, and they will continue to provide water in the bubble surrounding them. Now, some people think that you have to put them next to each other in order to accomplish this. However, what's kind of cool is this metal tank right here, right, is actually irrigating this one, which is quite a distance away, by the way, just so you can see it. It's over here, right? So we're talking like what? I don't know, 20 to 30 foundations away is how far you can place these things in order to get water any distance from water on the map. Now, obviously, that's a super useful trick. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. If you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below, and consider subbing to the channel. I'm starting to approach 100,000 subs, and you know, it's always been a dream. So hopefully, if you don't mind helping me out just a little bit, and smash that sub button. That would be awesome. So anyways, how do you do it? You need three things. Sorry, I had to cough right there. But anyways, you need a total of three things. On my bottom middle of the screen, you can see metal water intake, metal water tap, and metal water tank. No matter what, I just want you to see this, right? So even though this is directly connected to water, it's not irrigated. It will not gain water. So you have to get a way to get it to have water. So when it rains, it'll collect that water right from the top, but it's not going to gain water naturally over time. In order to give this thing water, you have to put down a metal water intake. And that metal water intake has a giant blue field around it. You can do that by showing range, and it'll show you how far this range is, right? So you can see exactly how far of a zone this irrigates. It will irrigate crop plots, it'll irrigate everything. And you can see now this guy is irrigated. Now, what people thought was the case, and this isn't even close to true, so make sure you're not listening to this, I have to put my next thing inside of this zone. Now, that is not true. If I put it inside of this zone, it will still be irrigated. That is true. All you actually have to do is make sure the bubbles touch. So you see this little arrow that shows up on my screen right now? As long as there is an arrow, it shows you where the nearest thing that is actually irrigating this individual intake is. So you can go as far away as possible. As long as there's a blue arrow, you know that it's currently being irrigated by something. And it goes a lot further than you think, right? I'm still going. There it is, right there. So notice how I can go right here, right? So if I put it right here, notice, not irrigated. However, if I put it just inside this little blue arrow range, guess what? It goes immediately to irrigated. Now, that is because the bubbles touch. Now I'm going to go and show you what I mean by that, right? So here's your bubble, right? There's that one bubble. And in order to see this next one, I've got to go over to, where did it go? The metal water tank down there. And basically, it's got to be inside of that range so those bubbles will hit each other. Now, you can see where it's pointing to, and it'll show you what it's actually irrigating it. And you can kind of create these like giant networks that are massive bubbles over massive spaces. And everything inside of that range is going to be irrigated. Now, that does actually help server lag a ton because it reduces, like, in order to go from there to there, we're talking like, I don't know, probably 50-ish, maybe more in the past of pipes. And that's just like the beginning. It doesn't include anything else, right? So you can create these giant networks. So there's two, right? So I can go all the way over here and still being connected by this blue line. Look how far away I am. That's crazy. So all I got to do is keep it inside that blue line, and we're looking like I get something right there. Where is it? There we go. So see how we are essentially able to go insane distances and just hide those things in order to actually successfully irrigate something. Now, that is a super useful thing to obviously to have access to. So hopefully it's something that you can use. Now, the awesome thing is anything that is inside this blue circle will be provided with water. Even if I put it down outside, you can always fix that by just putting down another thingy right there, and all of a sudden it gets water. But if it's inside the blue circle, you will have access to both irrigating the crop plots as well as using these guys right here to get yourself directly access to water. And that is how you chain any form. Wow, that's kind of funny. The thing just like launched around out of the water. And that is how you get an unlimited water range, which is kind of cool. It's a nice little trick. Obviously, it's a huge update. I know it's not, doesn't necessarily make the most sense, but it is a massive update for Ark, and it allows us to reduce the structure load pretty heavily on servers. I mean, those unconnected pipes, I don't know if you remember those, not fun, not great at all. So hopefully this video helps you out, and hopefully you're able to kind of figure out a good way to irrigate your base no matter where it is. And it's just a nice little trick, right? So it helps a lot to have these basic little needs. And again, it's a very dangerous thing for PvP, because you start seeing some of these, all of a sudden you blow them up, we got bigger problems. So hopefully this helps you out. Again, if you don't mind subscribing, that would be awesome. Teach.